Do you see that? See that? Someone in there. Look at that.
Oh yeah, there it is.
So let's put a show on for him quick. Yeah, there we go.
Welcome back to the dungeon.
All right, welcome to our first edition, inaugural edition of our NFL Pick'em Playoff Edition. We're also doing We're also doing this on YouTube, which we've started doing our entire podcast on, as you will get the gist on that as well. So, playoff picture, we got our AFC matchups, our NFC matchups. The way we're doing this a little bit differently is we are picking against the spread. We are not. Can you quit texting in the middle of our
Oh, no,
video?
I'm looking up games.
Oh, okay. We are not trying to promote any gambling by anybody here, but
Yeah,
we're just
we are.
using this to separate our picks a little bit better so not all 6 people or 7 or 8 people pick the same. So today picking, I have to my left Carson, Clay, Matthew. In the background, which you can't see, I got Kev and Cooper's going to pick. Parker and Cooper and Caden are in. Yep. Okay. And then over in the sideline crew over there, I got Dylan, Tayson, and Brad.
Yeah, wave at the camera.
All right, so we got, go ahead and wave. We are also doing our first time doing a dual camera system. Yeah. We got the 4K going on Cooper's iPhone 12 over there. So the sideline crew should look pretty
iPhone
legit.
12.
Over there. Okay, are you good? All right, so we're going to start with the AFC. I'm going to give you the matchup, where they're playing at, and the spread. Are we ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to pick last.
Dang
That way
it.
you guys don't all take my
Dang
picks.
it.
I'll pick first.
I was the last, by the way, I was week 15 loser, so I got to wear the sign. I wasn't here this morning, so I didn't wear it today. So, all right, here we go.
You have to wear it.
We're going to start with the Ravens, the 4-5 matchup, I believe, right? Yeah, the Ravens are 3-point favorites at the Titans. The Ravens are 3-point favorites at the Titans. So, in other words, if the Ravens win by 3 or more, and you pick the Ravens, you're a winner. If you pick the Titans, you're a loser.
I'm gonna
Carson.
go with the Ravens.
Clay.
Titans.
Kevin.
I'll go with the Ravens.
Okay, Cooper.
I'll take the Titans.
Titans for Cooper. Brad.
I'm gonna take the Titans.
Sorry, I forgot you guys over here.
Yeah.
Parker.
The King, Derrick Henry.
So the whole Titans. Okay.
Titans.
Caden Titans. Tayson.
I'm rolling with the Titans and Derrick Henry mainly.
Derrick Henry.
Okay. Dylan.
Titans.
Titans. Matthew.
I'm gonna take the Titans as well.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Ravens. The Ravens, they say, are the scariest team in the AFC other than the Bills right now.
Dang it.
No.
No.
Titans beat them earlier in the season by 6.
Yards on the ground.
Okay.
Who?
But there's now, not earlier in the season.
Yeah, but Derrick Henry's on fire.
Not really. He didn't have 100
animal.
rushing yards against the Packers, who were supposed to have terrible rush defense.
Ravens at 400 yards.
Yeah,
on
but
the
it's
ground.
just-
Yeah, he wasn't trying.
Yeah, it's Derrick.
He wasn't trying, okay. It was cold.
He texted
He texted Clay. Okay, I got it. All right, next game. We got the Colts at the Bills. This is the 2-7 matchup. The Bills are the host team, and they are 6.5-point favorites. Carson. Take your time.
Bills.
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 Parker.
Colts, 6.5 favorites.
Oh, easy Bills, yeah.
Bills are 6.5-point favorites.
Yeah.
Bills?
Bills.
Caden.
Bills.
Bills for Kev. Cooper.
Bills.
Bills.
6.5.
I'm going with the Mafia.
The
And you know what? If there were
Mafia.
computers on the table, I'd probably break one.
Dylan.
Bills.
Bills.
Bills as well. Yeah. Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills, the Mafia. All right, then we have the 3-6 matchup. The Browns are going to Pittsburgh to face the Steelers, and the Steelers are a surprising 6-point favorite. So they got to win by 6. One more. Mm-hmm. So, Browns at Steelers. Carson.
Browns. The Browns are gonna win.
The whole thing?
No.
Oh, they're going to win the game, whether it be 6 points or not.
Or their starting guard.
So full disclosure, sorry, we're picking early. Their head coach tested positive for COVID, so Stefanski will not be there, and they're starting right guard or
They don't
left
have a
guard?
practice facility either right now.
Yeah, they got a lot of COVID problems in Cleveland. So this could play out to where we have to repick this game, but they might postpone this game a little bit too. Might be a possibility, but either way, let's just pick it like you would normal or however you think it's going to play out. Clay.
Browns.
Kev.
Steelers.
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 Caden says Steelers. Cooper.
Steelers.
Steelers for Cooper.
Steelers.
Oh, Brad. Tayson.
I will be going with the Steelers, mainly because the Browns have a bunch of COVID going around.
Dylan.
Steelers.
Matthew.
Yep.
It's the Browns over the Steelers.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I know.
He's breathing.
I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
I am going to go with the Browns. The Steelers can't run the ball. You got to run the ball in playoffs, right? Right. All right. And guess what? The Browns. There's nobody on their defense that has COVID. They're not. The Steelers aren't gonna be able to do anything.
And the
against that
Browns
defense.
probably hate their head coach, so they're gonna be motivated. When
Yeah,
the coach comes
yeah, they're gonna hate their coach. Well, maybe they're motivated because their coach is gone. It's not, it's not-
They just didn't like their coach.
No, they don't. They like their coach. Stefanski?
You know how many points they
You don't know
scored
that.
the other week against them?
Who?
Steelers. You said they don't, not necessarily anyone from their defense, but
Who? From the Browns?
yeah, but they still gave up like 40-some points.
No, what was the end score? 24-20?
They lost by
26,
two.
26-22. 26-22, I think.
No starters are playing.
Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger wasn't playing, which I wouldn't even consider him a starter anyway.
My bad.
They have Mason Rudolph.
22-24.
Mason
Yeah.
Rudolph?
22-24.
Mason Rudolph's not starting.
And the Browns are on fire now, and those are really.
You guys, Mason Rudolph isn't worse than Ben Roethlisberger. Let's get real
Yeah,
here.
he is.
Well, it's not better.
No, but he's not much worse. All right, let's get off that game. NFC. Let's go to the NFC now. We got the. Let's start with the Rams at the Seahawks, the NFC West matchup. Tayson, you're an NFC West guy. Did the Seahawks win both of those, or they split?
Win both of what?
The Rams versus
I think
Seahawks.
it's split.
They split during the season.
I'm checking.
Our NFC that would be Tayson's water car NFC West professional because I'm 49ers fan.
Yeah, they split.
They split during the year
They lost by 7. Seahawks lost by 7 in one of them.
at Los Angeles.
And then they beat
I
Rams
do know
by
that the
11.
Seahawks did not look very good last week.
They haven't looked good for a while.
They almost lost to the Niners, and the Niners.
So is Goff gonna be
They're
back?
just surprised.
Report is it's going to be tough for him to get back with surgery on his thumb. So that might change your pick a little bit. He might play, he might not. This is the tough part about picking on a Tuesday, right? Picking on a Tuesday. Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks are 4-point favorites. Carson. Sea chickens were a popular pick, by the way, during our pick 'em during the year.
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Clay.
Seahawks.
Kevin.
Rams.
Parker.
Probably Seahawks.
God, you guys, I keep forgetting Parker's name because he hasn't been here for so long. You got Seahawks?
Yeah.
Gaden.
Seahawks.
Cooper.
Seahawks.
Brad.
Seahawks.
Tayson.
I will be going with the Seahawks
You will.
because they're at home.
Yeah, 12th man, right?
Yeah.
Without anybody in the stands.
Still.
Dylan.
Seahawks.
Matthias.
Rams.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with the Rams defense here. I'm gonna go with the Rams.
Say it.
Aaron Donald.
Do it.
Rams. Do it. 3, 2, 1. Rams. Okay.
Now.
Now.
That's why I picked the defense.
Ready? Now.
Go with the D.
Go. Now.
All right, let's go. Yes, let's go with the Bucks. The 4-5 matchup. The Bucks are traveling to Washington as 8-point favorites. If you saw in the news, was it yesterday or today? Chase Young called out Tom.
Yeah, Chase.
He said, "I want Tom. Give me Tom." And Bruce Arians from the Buccaneers said,
Brady is
"Be careful what you wish for."
staring into the.
Just making this game even more exciting. I believe this is the Sunday night. This is the last playoff game of
Tom
the
Brady will
weekend.
go hard and he'll pop off for 73
is
total
Saturday
yards.
night game.
72
This is
points?
Saturday night. Yes, Saturday night.
Hard pick.
This is a tough pick. You got a pretty good defense out of Washington,
I just want to see.
but you also have Antonio Brown all of a sudden coming out of nowhere.
I want to see Chase Young just.
Yeah, he had 5 shuffle pass catches.
3, don't exaggerate. But he had 11 total catches.
Just,
3 in the last 2
Yeah, $250,000. Gosh, wouldn't that be great, guys?
yeah, just getting a bonus.
Catch 3 shovel
Does he
passes
really
and you get
need-
$250,000.
Does he really need that?
Probably. He's got a lot of
Probably
legal
right now.
fees. All right, let's go. Let's start with Carson. Bucks, 8-point favorites. You're gonna win by 8 or more.
Washington.
Ooh.
Bucks.
Bucks. Kev.
The Buccaneers.
Parker.
Washington.
Caden.
Give me the football team.
Yeah.
Football team.
Coop.
Football team.
They don't win by 8 to Washington wins.
Yes, if the Bucks beat them by 7, Washington covered the spread.
Or 8.
Bucks. Good thing you asked that question.
You can be
Brad.
Bucks. You know, I really don't like Tom Brady, but I'm going to have to go with Tampa Bay.
Bill.
Bucks.
Matthew.
I'm gonna go with the Washington Red Team.
Washington football team.
Sorry.
My brother's a Buccaneers fan, so I'm kind of hoping for a Packers-Buccaneers rematch. So I'm gonna go with the Bucks.
Did the Buccaneers beat the Packers?
Yeah, it was the ugliest game for the Packers this year.
Vikings beat
Yeah,
us.
because
No, it
Ronald
was
Jones
like
went
20.
hard.
I could see.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Bucks. I'd like to see that rematch.
But I can also not see it at the same time.
I mean, for everybody in here that thinks that the NFL is rigged, first of all, you want to see Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs.
That is
Secondly, you want to see Tom Brady make Raymond James the home team at the Super Bowl too. So if
No,
I'm just saying, if you're a conspiracy guy,
Tom Brady.
our last game.
If the NFL was
best
rigged,
game.
the Vikings would have won the Super Bowl.
He's right. He's right.
Honestly. Am I not right?
I agree with you, except other people that are maybe a little bit.
And the Browns would be in the playoffs.
Or maybe somebody's a really good like a really good writer and is like, hey, let's keep the Browns out for 18 years.
It's
Now
not
it's have them come back and win the Super Bowl.
Imagine.
But by now, in the year 2020, you would imagine that it would have been Vikings Browns this year because it all made sense in the Super Bowl. Right?
It's 2020.
They're still waiting on it.
No, I meant like with the year that just happened.
Somewhat.
But yeah, no, I'm with you. All right.
Or Chiefs.
Hey, you guys, quit your side conversation. We got the last NFC game we're going to do is the Bears. Caden's Bears, after all the crud we gave him throughout the year, they make the playoffs. 7 seed, snuck in. Mitchell Trubisky, hero for all Chicagoans.
The 10-6 Dolphins watching the 7-9 football team and 8-8 Bears get in.
Yep.
That's stupid.
That stinks.
a beast.
No, he's not. He's overrated.
Well, they couldn't have started Fitz.
Fitzmagic.
Fitzmagic had COVID, didn't he?
I don't care. How can he get COVID with that beard?
With that, yeah, well, because it was started there like in week 13 and it finally made its way all the way down. All right, let's go Bears at Saints. Saints are a 10-point favorite, a double-digit favorite in the playoffs. That tells you either how good the Saints are or the opposite. Let's start with Carson. Saints, Bears.
Bears, baby!
Skip over.
Clay, you can't skip.
No, I'll come back later.
Oh, you have to read about it a little bit?
Yeah.
All right. He's searching any COVID cases for Saints Bears. Oh, you worried about Kamara? Kamara is still on the COVID list. He might be back on Sunday.
Saints just supposedly have no running backs.
They have Ty Montgomery. He went off for 100 and some yards this last week.
Sproles.
Oh, in the report they said they didn't have any.
Yeah, Ty Montgomery is listed as a wide receiver,
Yeah.
but he's been a running back his whole life.
David Montgomery
Yeah,
is a
David
beast.
Okay, I'm
No,
ready.
Ty.
I'm ready.
Okay, go ahead, Clay.
Bears.
Bears.
Skip.
You can't skip. Pass.
Gotta think about.
Okay, Parker, are you ready?
When did OT last time?
How long has Alvin Kamara had COVID?
He didn't play last game, and they beat the Saints 40-something to, or the Saints beat the Panthers 40-something to 7 or 10.
He killed
I know,
the
but He's just a fun
Vikings.
person to watch. But
Oh, I agree.
He just-
We're not
he had
picking like
6
fun
touchdowns.
people though. We're picking
Yeah, but
teams.
it was already a close game with the Bears this season.
Okay, Parker got Saints. Caden,
if Kamara plays, he's not even getting 10 yards. So
you got Bears.
Dumb Bears.
Caden's got the Bears. Coop,
Bears, but the Saints will still win.
but you got Bears covering the 10-point spread. Brad,
Saints, but they're not getting the spread.
Tayson, wait.
What?
Saints, but they're not
You're
gonna win by
picking
10.
So you're picking the Bears. Okay, picking the Bears.
I like it.
Tayson,
I will take the Saints.
Dale,
I'll take the Bears.
The Bears.
Stepping away from my tradition, and
you haven't picked the Bears all year long.
I think I did once.
You did.
Oh, when they picked the Vikings.
So, I'm gonna go with the Bears.
The Bears? I mean, the Saints did just trounce the Panthers without all their running backs. They do get Michael Thomas back probably.
Slant boy.
What?
Slant
Panthers
boy.
aren't bad.
The Panthers threw 5 picks that game.
No, they are not that bad.
The Panthers? No, I know, but when you throw 5 picks, that's why it's a 30-point game.
You can't expect to win.
I'm gonna go. It's at New Orleans.
The Vikings.
The Bears just had 35 more plays than the Packers and still only scored 16 points. I mean, they're gonna have to hold the Saints offense to like 20 because they're not gonna score 10 points. I gotta go Saints. I gotta go Saints in this one.
can't throw more than 20 yards.
That's true, but they got Taysom Hill. They got Jameis. Jameis is all rested. Hey, okay, this is the last one. We're not gonna do any tiebreakers. Kev's got the Saints. He had to wait until I got around until I picked him. Okay, so let's talk a couple things here. Number one, we're gonna continue this road through the playoffs. So we got the wild card round, division round. We'll repick again, championship round, and then Super Bowl. Super Bowl will be intense if there's, you know, if
Can we smack money down on the Super Bowl?
no money being bet here. We'll do something
No
later.
money.
But what we'll do is if somebody picks the correct Super Bowl champion, and the other person that ties them did not, that's the tiebreaker that gets you over the fence. And then if there's two people that pick the correct Super Bowl champion and they're tied, then we'll figure it out. What do we want to do for the winner?
Their fight.
You want the winners to
Fight
fight?
to the death.
The winner.
Everyone that lost-
What does the winner get?
He gets to bring us.
Tayson had a good idea yesterday. Let's listen to him.
Everyone pitches in money that lost to buy the winner a meal. Like
Like $1, and then like you get an order from like the Gulch or the Sports Cabinet or whatever.
McChicken
I'll
from
raise you one up.
McDonald's.
McChicken from McDonald's.
That's a good idea.
With mac sauce.
All those in favor say aye.
Do we have any other ideas?
I have an idea.
Matthias always got ideas. Let's listen to his idea.
The winner gets to meet the Super Bowl champs.
I'll go ahead and line that up. Hopefully it's the Titans because Derrick Henry and Clay have a pretty good relationship.
Asked the head coach of the Super Bowl winner to meet with us for an interview.
Oh yeah, I'll come.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, we can. I don't have like their
Gets to eat
emails.
at the White House for the meal.
Yeah.
Okay.
They get to eat a McChicken at the White
The
House.
winner gets to meet.
You guys, that's why we have this green screen back here is because we put you in the White House, and we'll do it on the same day, and we'll like picture in picture it. You get to be eating your
Put Derrick
McChicken.
Henry next to Clay.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. All right.
I'll call him.
That's what the winner get. Now, our loser. Are we gonna do a loser from each round?
If
Yeah.
I lose, I'll give the winner my PS5.
Yeah, he got a PlayStation.
I know, but why would you do that?
Because you're gonna lose anyway.
How about if
Dude, you've lost more than anybody else in the pick'em this year, and you took 3 weeks off.
you lose, you just give me your PS5? No.
Okay, hold on. Let's not do the sign. What's the loser got to do each week?
Eat last at lunch.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
That's brutal.
Okay, well if I lose, it doesn't really matter to me then.
That's brutal.
Yeah,
What's the last game?
They
What?
have to wear some.
Hold on,
they have
hold
to
on,
wear
hold on.
Clothing.
Wear clothing. That's good.
Wear some ugly
have we
clothes
done
to
all the
school or
games?
something.
Yeah, that's all. Okay, see you, Kev. Okay, do we want like the loser to have to like sing something for like the podcast?
Oh, no.
Maybe they have to go at lunch and
They have to sing a song of the group's choosing.
Choosing
in a dress.
for the
In a
podcast.
dress.
Hey, that's actually okay. So the loser, this could be more than one loser. So if there's 3 of you, you're going to open the pick'em for the next round with a quick little song. So for instance, if it's like ironic,
Dancing in the moon.
dancing in the moonlight, yes, everybody else will pick what the losers have to sing. So that is NFL playoff pick'em, playoff style, NFL pick'em playoff style. Signing out. Mr. Schrank here with the boys. Peace.
Welcome back to the dungeon. Today, I'm interviewing yours truly, our teacher, Mr. Schrank.
Hey, Austin and viewers.
Good morning, even though it's 15 afternoon. We've got a couple of questions for you today.
All right.
This first one. How long have you been at Garrettson?
I moved here in December, or actually I got the 4th grade job in November of 2010. Moved here December 11th of 2010 and been here ever since. So yeah, a little over 10 years.
So your position is the tech guy,
I am.
and you teach a couple of classes. What goes into being the tech guy?
I guess it depends on the day. I guess my main job is to make sure, for you guys especially, Wi-Fi is running, you have devices, you have the apps that you need, you have your email set up, and it's kind of the generic things. But I also do a lot with our website. I do a lot with for instance, I'll give you just a scenario in kind of a day-to-day. Yesterday, the Pixelot camera that runs our basketball stuff wasn't working, and so that was 2.5 hours before our game started, and trying to work on that and doing a bunch of different things, and then that kind of fell through. But I don't know, it's pretty much to fix anything that gets plugged in, or at least that's what the teachers and students think that I do.
A very, very juicy question,
Yeah?
because a lot of our teachers are getting a little older. How old are you?
I just turned 33, born in '87, and so I grew up on the real Nickelodeon, I guess, with Rugrats. We talked about this in our podcast a little bit, but I grew up on the real Nickelodeon, I say, back in the 90s, so.
Vintage.
Vintage, yes. Vintage Nickelodeon.
So how much editing goes into a podcast or a YouTube video?
Depends on the segment. I do pretty much all the editing on the podcasting. Not that I don't trust the students, but it's just easier for me to go through it. The segments like Words Are Hard, zero editing goes into that really because it's just done pretty flawlessly. But when we get into the post game, it takes me like 3 hours to go through the post game and edit like a little inappropriate language maybe here or there, or something that I think is maybe an inside joke. A lot of those things, like classic nicknames that people just think they can throw out on people, but it's maybe not something that needs to be on our podcast. So yeah, I guess the podcast, since we're kind of switching this up a little bit, it's going to be a little less. The YouTube videos, I pretty much put on multimedia students. They do all the editing for that. Unless it's the hot dog challenge. I did that because
nobody else did?
Yeah, because I knew it had to be good, so I did it.
Hey, I contributed to that.
Yeah, okay.
I contributed ideas. So, where is your hometown? You said you moved here.
Yeah, I grew up in Corsica, South Dakota, which is like 45 miles from Mitchell, southwest of Mitchell, off of right on 281, if you're familiar with your highways. I graduated from Corsica in 2006, moved to Madison, went to DSU. I lived there until fall of 2010 and moved here. So I've only really lived 3 different places.
Now, we are just coming off the holidays, so what was your favorite Christmas gift that you got this year?
This year?
This year.
I didn't get any Christmas gifts this year. My wife and I made a pact when we had Lane, my oldest son, that we wouldn't get each other gifts until our college loans are all paid off. So we're a few years away from that. I did get a gift from my parents, I guess. They got me a big golfing net that I can hit into my garage with a little pad to hit off of. So that would be my favorite one. My favorite Christmas gift of all time that I know that I was most excited for is probably my Sega Genesis when I was like 10, 11, 12 years old. Something like that. Yeah.
So do you have any New Year's resolutions? Since we did crack in the new year, this is our first interview of 2020.
Yeah, 2021.
Yeah.
I guess, I don't know. I usually never make New Year's resolutions, but this year I am going to try not to. It's always hard for me during basketball season, but I usually like go home after a game and like stuff my face with like 16 tacos, I feel like, or whatever, like a bunch of nachos with barbecue sauce on it. So I'm kind of doing the intermittent fasting deal with my wife, but I guess as a resolution, I'm just going to do better at not stuffing my face all the time. So
now we roll into your favorites. I'm not going to speed round this.
Oh, okay.
But I think I know the first one. What is your favorite football team?
Green Bay Packers. I've been a lover of the Packers since probably 1995, 96, 95. With Brett Favre. I grew up loving Brett Favre, so that was everybody always asks me how come I don't like the Vikings, and that was the reason why I loved watching Brett Favre play.
What is your favorite food?
I kind of like anything spicy. I kind of like everything. I like me some Taco Bell back when they had a bunch of other stuff on their menu. They always change their menu so much. Biggest downfall of Taco Bell for sure. They put on something great on their menu and they take it out like a month later. But I like Chinese food too. I can kind of eat anything. If I'm at home, anything that I can pop on the grill, any like appetizer, I like kind of just making stuff up. I'm a big Food Network fan, so I try to steal stuff from them.
So speaking of Food Network, what's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show of all time. If I go comedy sitcom, it's got to be The Office. I think that's kind of self-explanatory through some of our podcasting stuff. But if I were to go drama, man, I don't know. I'd have to really think about it. I guess. I really liked Friday Night Lights when that came out. I don't know. That's a tough question. If I just go like my top 5, I'll just stay with comedies because that'd be a little easier. I love The Office. I was a big Seinfeld fan growing up. That 70s show is one of my favorites. Dexter maybe would be my favorite drama. I love Dexter. And then Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad and Dexter would be my dramas, and then those other three would be my... Oh, and How I Met Your Mother. So favorite show would still be The Office, to answer your question.
Favorite song?
I don't have a favorite song. Oh, man. I love music, so... I guess maybe I'd have to throw out Piano Man by Billy Joel is one of my favorite. I don't know. I don't really listen to it that much anymore, though. A go-to song for me. It depends what my mood is, but I like a little bit of everything. Right now, I love, I'm kind of been into AJR, John Bellion, that kind of music. Also with, big fan of NF and, what's his name? Bryce Vine. Bryce Vine? Is it Bryce? Yeah, Bryce Vine. That's kind of the mood that I've been in lately, I guess.
Favorite holiday?
Gotta go Christmas. Love the Christmas time of the year. Christmas is fun. Otherwise, a big fan of St. Patrick's Day because it's always around the March Madness college football. So I like St. Patrick's Day and like the springtime. So.
All right, now
did you do the elf with the? Oh.
We've got a real juicy question now.
Yeah.
So we've got several students in the room behind the camera, and then we've got our interview. What is your favorite student, or who is your favorite student?
Like right now?
At this time, right now. If you had to pick one.
Let's see. Gosh.
It's gonna be Molly.
I feel like
not me.
Molly gets a lot of stuff done for me, like without me asking.
And so do I.
It's hard not to. Without me asking?
Yeah.
Without me asking?
I say all of it.
Okay, Kev, yeah, whatever. Clay's been better.
Top 3. Probably.
Top 3 favorite students.
Top
This is
3.
like #1 thing they teach in like college, or like don't ever name a favorite student. I'll go against that. I don't really have a favorite student, obviously. I love all my students. But my favorite days are literally when we're in here talking about different ideas and when everybody is not on TikTok on their phones and things like that. Those are I have favorite days. I don't have favorite students. I just like it when you guys do stuff without me asking.
How sweet.
No, I think I know this one too, but what is your favorite sport?
To watch football, to play basketball and golf, to I'm not a big to coach basketball or football. Yeah, basketball probably.
I would hope.
I don't like sports I don't like. I'm still trying to figure out volleyball. I can't figure out volleyball for the life of me. So I'm not a big follower of that.
Soccer?
Yeah, soccer's tough for me too. I love track. I like going to track meets. That brings up a lot of nostalgia for me, being a runner and stuff like that. So, but obviously, favorite sport. I love basketball. I love football. I love golf. Those are my big 3.
You made it.
I made it.
Answered all of our questions successfully. Now, we would ask you to sign the wall, but you're actually the first signature over there.
Boom.
Way on
I'm
the-
already on here. So, yeah. Well, thanks for interviewing me, Austin. Thanks all you guys for paying attention, being quiet back there, Kev.
Ish.
All right. Thanks for running the camera, Matthew, and cutting when we're done. All right. Welcome back to, what do we call this again?
Mascot Showdown.
Welcome to the mascot. You have to be louder than that.
That's really bad.
Shut up.
Okay, yeah. Welcome back to the Mascot Battle Showdown Tournament of South Dakota, East River, and West River.
Something like that. Something like that.
Either way, we're going back into our tournament of champions. We did our 1 versus 8 seeds weeks ago, where we had the number 8 seed, the Moguls, upset number 1 seed, the Tanagers, and the number 8 seed, the Monarchs, upset number 1 seed, the Wolverines. Today we're gonna go 4-5 battle. So we have, our first matchup is from the West River, or what do we call that, Left River?
Left River.
Left River, we have the number 4 seed is the Colonels from Mitchell, and the number 5 seed is the Gorillas from Gregory. So we have the Colonels versus the Gorillas. Who wants to start? I'll start. All right, I'll start first. Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Colonels first. I'm just gonna go right through it. Eye candy, I think it's a cool mascot. I gave him a 9. Love the winky face. It's a corn on the cob. You gotta love it. Mixed in with the corn pellets, it's great. Fierceness, I gave him a 1. I won't go into details why. And then for uniqueness, I think the Colonels is like one of the only ones out there. I gave it an 8 for that, so it's a total of 18. Eye candy for Gorillas, I just think the Gorillas got a cool look, so I gave them a 6 for eye candy. Fierceness, I gave them a 9 just because Gorillas are awesome. And unique, it's not like totally unique, but there's not a ton of them out there, so I gave them a 6. That's a total of 21. So I got Gorillas 21, Colonels 18.
I'll go next. I had kind of the same outcome there. Colonel's eye candy 6, fierceness 0. It's a corn on the cob. Uniqueness 10 because there's not many Colonels out there, so that puts me at a total of 16. And then I got the Gorillas eye candy 4. Gorillas look cool, but not Gregory's mascot. Fierceness 10, King of the Jungle.
I thought that was a lion.
Uniqueness.
The Gorillas?
Dinosaur jungle.
Yeah, but like the saying
They're like
goes.
desert. Gorillas are apes of the jungle.
Yeah.
Queens,
That's a whole nother
Queens of the
discussion.
jungle.
Gorillas are the most intelligent in the jungle.
Okay, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
guys.
you.
Thank you.
All right.
Your fact of the day.
And then uniqueness is 7. Not as unique as a Colonel, so it puts them on top, 21-16.
Hard to have a 10 and only end up with 16, huh? Molly, what do you got? That's 2 for the
If
Gorillas.
you get a 0 for fierce.
Colonels, I gave them an 8 for eye candy. I really like the wink. I
I
think
do
it's
too.
adorable. And
Love
the
it.
little flag.
Yeah.
Fierce, I gave him a 2. Just because I think of like Macy Miller when I think
Oh,
of
yeah.
Mitchell.
Yeah.
So I'm like, she's really good.
She
Okay.
automatically gives them a little bit of fierceness.
Exactly.
Love
And
it.
then unique 7, have never heard of that. Gorillas, I put 4 for eye candy, fierce 6, and unique 6. So 17, 16 Colonels.
Whoa, Colonels with the vote. Coop
Eye candy for Mitchell, I had 7.
for the Colonels.
Yeah. Fierceness, I had 3. And uniqueness, 8. So I had 18. Gorillas, eye candy, 3, because it wasn't very cool. Fierceness, 9. And uniqueness, 5. So 17.
17, so that's another one for the Gorillas.
No, Colonels.
Colonels.
I thought you said 18.
18, 17.
Oh, and the Colonels got 2.
Yeah.
Woo! Brad!
Nerd.
For the eye candy for the Colonels, I give them a 4 because it's just a corn on the cob.
It's not just the Colonel of the Cops
Yeah.
in the face.
Yes, it is.
They're pretty fierce.
Fierceness is 1 because it's corn. And it's 7 for uniqueness because you don't see very many Colonels, so that's a grand total of 12. And Gorillas, 6 for eye candy, 9 for fierceness, and 7 for uniqueness with 22.
So Gorillas with another vote. Comes down to you, Parkman.
Well, for the Colonels, I had 5 for the eye candy, just because it was kind of boring. Fierceness, I had a 0 because it was just a winking, like, little corn on the cob. It's not very scary. Unique, it is pretty unique, so I gave it an 8 with a total of 13. And then the Gorillas, I put the eye candy as 6 because it's a little cooler than the corn on the cob. Fierceness, 8 because Gorillas are really scary. And then uniqueness, it's not that unique, so I put 6, but that still puts them in the lead with 20.
Gorillas with the win. Clay! Gorillas, you got it, Tayson. Gorillas pass on the second. The Colonels are out, skis.
Sorry, I'm busy.
Move on to the quarterfinals.
They move on to the quarters against the Moguls. Can't wait for that matchup. All right, the next 4-5 on the right river, we have number 4 seed is the Gold Diggers from Lee Deadwood, and the Highlanders of Scotland are the 5 seed. So, do we want to do this the same way where we each name them off, or do we want to argue about eye candy numbers and then argue about fierceness numbers, argue about unique numbers?
Sure.
Yeah. Sure.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
Okay, let's go through eye candy first. Let's start with the Gold Diggers.
You start.
I'll start. I got them as an 8.
Just say your number. Everyone say it. Okay, I got 8.
8.
8.
8.
8 are on the board?
Hey!
Hey, yeah, I actually thought it was a pretty cool logo.
I liked it.
The color is actually added to it. I agree with that. Let's go eye candy for Highlanders.
7.
4.
I had a 3.
6.
6.
4.
I didn't think it was. I thought it was. I just know with the
Yes.
Highlander. What do you think of as Highlander? I think of the movie Braveheart with Mel Gibson.
Yeah.
I get something cool with it.
A Scottish dude.
Well, when I see
And
like
then
their
he's holding like a
uniforms, I think they're
bagpipe.
pretty
The
cool.
black and orange is pretty cool.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of black and orange out there. Like
Lennox.
the Warriors and Lennox. They're kind of. They kind of white more than anything. But.
Washington.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, so that goes away from what you said with the uniforms. Fierceness, Gold Diggers. I got them. So we have Gold Diggers beating them for eye candy around the board, pretty much.
Yeah.
Fierceness. I got Gold Diggers at 7.
5.
7.
8.
I have 5.
6.
No, you have 8.
I have 8. I was reading the wrong one.
6. So kind of an average of about a 7 there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
7, 6 and a
for
half?
gold diggers.
Okay, fierceness, I feel like that was high, but I put it high. I feel like you had to be kind of a rowdy person.
Yeah, you kind of got to be a
Like, yeah, okay. Highlanders, fierceness, I had him as a 6. Again, Braveheart, Mel Gibson.
5.
7.
8.
We're talking about the Highlanders.
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Okay, I had a 5.
I had a 5 as well.
8, 7. Ooh, that one might be kind of tight. And then uniqueness, gold diggers, I got him with an 8.
8.
8.
I have 0 because Kanye West. You can never trust a gold digger.
I had 10.
I had a 5.
CeeLo Green.
That's true.
CeeLo Green.
You had a 5?
5.
What did you have?
10.
10. Yeah, I don't know if there's a lot of gold diggers out there. Highlanders, I had 8.
8.
I had 7.
I had 7.
8.
8.
Whew, okay, that's gonna make it kind of tight. Gold diggers, I had winning 23-18 on my sheet. Kev.
I had gold diggers up 21-20.
Nice.
I have gold diggers winning 16-15.
I have gold diggers winning 23-21.
Gold diggers 26-21.
Gold diggers as well, 19.
we got
A
16.
4-5 sweep.
6%.
4-5 sweep. All right, that makes the gold diggers tasting. You got it? Gold diggers up over the Highlanders.
To move on.
They move on to the quarterfinals to face the number 1 seed.
Staring at me.
The mascot.
Oh.
Showdown.
They face the Monarchs in the quarterfinals. Gold diggers.
Great.
Nice job. Okay, next week we're gonna go. Let's go 2-7 matchups.
Yep.
2-7 matchups. We got the Longhorns versus the
Irrigators.
and we have the. What do we have on the other side?
Scoopers and
Tasting.
Cyclones.
Scoopers and Cyclones.
There we go.
So we'll be back next week with the continuing of our first round on the Mascot Showdown Battle.